How's everybody? Good. Hey, I actually have no idea why I'm standing right here right now. Don't get me wrong, like here. There was proper lighting and there was Photoshop and this is the real me. Right, so let's get to it. I'm Jared. Hello everybody. Nice to meet you. And this was me. As you know, you might find it hard to believe that I was once cute in my life. That was like my proudest moment, and what you see now is, yeah. Can I ask a question to everyone here? How many of you got caned by your parents when you were young? Like roll back, okay? That makes like 90%. So did that experience sort of shape who you are today? Yes. Will you cane your kids?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, so growing up as a kid, I liked a lot of stuff that wasn't normal. Don't think too far. Okay. My favorite color is pink. That's normal, not normal for a boy in the normal world. I like Sailor Moon, I like all anime stuff, and I grew up really, really affected by the Japanese culture. And my mom is, I was raised by a single mother, I love my mom. And she just wanted me to be someone who could survive in the real world, like all of our parents here. That's why we were here, right? So, I grew up in a hair salon, and it was this small little hair salon, and my mom had to take care of me and my brother, and we had to squeeze in this small little room. And that's great. Don't feel pity or anything. That shaped who I am today. She gave me all she wanted, and the scars would last like a week. And yeah, I had tattoos before they were cool. So after all the painting, right, and all the worry of my mom, of me not being able to survive in the real world or doing the wrong job, such as what I'm doing now. She, growing up in a typical Asian family, we have to be doctors, we have to be engineers, we have to be, not that I'm saying it's bad. I know there's a lot of engineers here, future doctors here. It's good, it's great, but it wasn't for me. So after all the caning and making sure that I went down the right path, right? This is me right now. Yeah, so I'm in an industry which I have to appear in front of the screen. So what I do, I basically make moving pictures. Stop staring. Here is fine. It's taking away the attention. Basically, I make moving pictures that you see on your monitors, videos. Basically, I wanted to be a filmmaker. I wanted to make movies, and somehow or rather I got into the whole YouTube scene, which is still very new in Malaysia actually, and we are where America was 5 years back, right? So there's this term, YouTuber, which was very new to me. All I wanted to do was just one video and upload it on YouTube just for feedback. And the next thing I know, numbers started pouring in and led me to this. This is actually a screen capture from a speaker earlier today, Sheong. He asked me to be in one of his videos, and he didn't tell me anything. It's like, Jared, come for a fun shoot. And suddenly I'm, right. Moving on, I run a YouTube channel called Green Film because I wouldn't want to assume that everyone knows what I do. So this is my YouTube channel, and that was my first short film ever. If you've not seen it, promo time. You can go and check it out at thegreenfield.com. We've been doing this for about 6 years right now. It's not as easy as a lot of people may think. Who here thinks YouTubers, if you know the term, has a very easy life? Raise your hand. Hey, come on lah. Yeah, one honest person right there. Okay, so the 6 years wasn't easy because the industry was very new, and I had to sort of experiment my way through it because people don't know what we were. We were making videos, but we were not a typical production house where people started treating us like a production house. Like, hey, you make video, right? So you can make this commercial for me, or you can just make anything that's video related, or you can shoot my wedding, you know? But it was more than that. And during that time, YouTube or Google wasn't looking at Malaysia yet, but now they are. They are giving classes and so on, which I wish they had. So it was a lot of self-taught, and us and a few others came around the same time, and we were just making mistakes while learning. So I'll show you guys a short little compilation of our work. So, when I meet people, right, I segmentize them to these two, and there are some who just contradict. Most of them will come up to me and say like, Jaya, you make video, can go money to eat, you know, like, can you earn money from making videos? And there's a group of people who think, like the person who asked me that, that there's no money in this. I don't see how you can get income from doing this, right? And there's also this other part of people who thinks that we are living the life, we are living the rock star life, and I'm in a limo every day, and I'm a shopper, and yeah, things like that. Like they think I'm like balling every day, you know. By the way, that's Photoshop. Okay, that's not real cash. Okay. So there's a group of people who thinks this of what I do, right? But in truth, in truth, this is me. Yeah. That's my office right there. You can come and visit. I'm located just around the corner. This is just a screen capture of a feature film we made. We finally made our first movie, yay! It was a good challenge for us last year. It's still in post right now. We'll keep you updated. Okay, let's move on. So, how to social media? This is a very simplified question to the whole thing, right? And I know that I don't want to stand here and share things about filmmaking. If you want that, you can go and Google, you can go and watch some film class or what. So, I know that everyone here has a different dream. So I wanted to share something that at least it was general enough where everyone could, I wish, in the end of the day, take home something, which is actually, in the end of the day, the aim of a TEDx. So, how to social media? Everything begins with an idea. Everything. Even the kakak outside selling nasi lemak by the street, okay? She had an idea of opening a stall to sell nasi lemak. And the only difference between you and the kakak, or me and the kakak, is that she took a step to, let's do this. I've got this idea, I'm going to do it. So that's actually the toughest part for most people. I believe everyone in this room has an idea to make or create something. Yes? Yes. Yes? Yes. Okay. What's your idea, bro? Yes, you. You want to work for SpaceX. Okay, I don't know what it is, but it is related to space. Sure? Yeah? That's great. That's a great dream. I mean, that's an idea. And some of you want to create something. So everything starts with an idea. It's just taking that first step into realizing that dream, right? So I believe that ideation is very important, but I also noticed that growing up, see, I relate back to the Kenyan part of it. Growing up in an Asian family, maybe not all of you, we are very conserved, and we find it very hard to express ourselves, and we are like given the path to like what's right and what's wrong. So we are in this box, which we need to break out of. And standing here today is a very, very difficult thing for me because I need to express what I feel and describe it as close as what I can so that you understand. But yeah, so ideation-wise, some people tend to become too precious of their idea. And my advice is don't. If you have a good idea, it doesn't mean that's the end of it. If that's the end of it, then our idea cannot be better. You have to be open to feedback, you have to be open to like all the criticism and make, of course, constructive criticism. And you want your good idea to be a gooder idea, if that makes sense. So there are also a lot of people who not like excuses, like reasons, like I've got this idea, but I think it's not time yet. I don't have the resources. My parents don't let me do it. It's not the right thing to do. But no, I fought my way to do what I wanted to do. My mom wanted me to take over the hair salon, and we had an argument. I was disowned for 3 months. I had no food. I had to borrow money. I had to find my own funds to go to college. You guys are UM, it's a smart place, and so I fought my way through, and I don't regret it to today because if I didn't fight for what I want, I wouldn't have discovered filmmaking, which was ultimately my passion. So the only difference between what I first aimed to do, right? God is listening. What I first aimed to do, right, is to filming. And along the way, I got into all this. These are the number of social medias you can find online right now. There's even more right now that's being created. And you don't have to just be a YouTuber, you can be a Facebooker, you can be a Googler, you can be whatever you want to be. With the help of social media these days, the whole concept of doing something that's wrong by our parents mindset, is no longer there. Because back in the days, there's no internet, there's no social media, there's no way to show the world what your idea is. But now, with this, suddenly there's a new door that opens up to your idea. And no matter what idea you have, maybe in college or in class, and no one sort of believe in your idea, it doesn't mean it ends there. It doesn't mean your idea is bad. It just means that you haven't found the right group of people who like your idea or supports or believe what you want to do, right? I believe that no matter what you like or what you want to create, right? There's this group of people who believes, who will support what you want to do. I believe that. A great example is the Comic Fiesta. Who knows Comic Fiesta? Some of you, right? So it's this festival at the end of every year in Malaysia. It's like Comic-Con, we've got cartoons and stuff. When it first started, I met the organizer. It was just this small little room, even smaller than this room right now. So there was only 50 people, 20 people attending, but now, today, there's 15,000 people. Because it spread and it sort of connected people who like this thing, right? So no matter how obscure you think your idea is, there is always a market. You just have to use these tools on the projector and just push it out there. Sorry, okay, here are some great examples because for those who think that I can't operate a video camera or I can't be in front of screen, you don't have to. These are some of the channels who do all sorts of things. The one on top left basically just burns up a metal ball and destroys stuff with it. That's it. He just destroys different stuff, melt stuff just by burning a metal ball. And he has a lot of views because humans like to see things getting destroyed. That's very bad. That's why there's all bad things on our Facebook newsfeed. And on the right, the one with the baby is actually my friend's social media page. She sells yukatas for babies, but she only does it online using Facebook page. I run a cafe with her. It's not earning as much as this page, right? So there is like a lot of other ways and means to utilize social media. Even the kakak selling nasi lemak outside, if she started a Facebook page, she could draw extra traffic, right? And bottom left, we have a Japanese lady who just teach you how to cook, but she has a dog. She has a dog just sitting there and she's cooking and she's like talking to the dog while cooking. Crazy. And last but not least, something as simple as being a plumber, like, I just repair pipes, I can't do social media. No! This guy, he's just like, okay, I'm going to repair pipes today, but I'm going to record a video of myself using my phone and I'm going to tell people how I repair pipes. And he gets extra income just from repair pipes. And to everyone's at home and I can't afford plumber, don't worry, go to YouTube, find this guy, how to repair a pipe, go and repair a pipe, right? So this is one of my personal formula when I ideate, right? I always ask myself, what if, a story to start off with. I want to do a romance. Let's start with a boy and a girl. That's so typical, but what if the boy and the girl were actually brothers and sisters and they were kembar Siamese twins? That's too dark, I'm sorry. That's too dark. Yeah, so always ask yourself what if. There's always a possibility of your ideas becoming something bigger, something better. So there's always room for improvement, never stop, always taking feedback. And even in Pixar, they will gather the whole company to watch, let's say, Beauty and the Beast, right? And they will get feedback even from the canteen person or the cleaners. They'll sit in theater, they'll watch, they'll give feedback to the directors, and then they'll implement it if it's good. That's how they work. And I was just talking to my wife and my sister-in-law in the car just now. I was just thinking, like, back in the days, how movie portrays Kung Fu and how people fly around. I was thinking inside here. Okay, you meet that guy. How Kung Fu is portrayed as those guys flying around, kicking from Sheong Temple, and nowadays, I was just thinking like, what if everyone was so selfish with knowledge, right? And throughout the years, so the Sifu, the master, could fly, right? And I'm going to teach my first disciple and like, okay, I'm going to keep some, like 10% of my knowledge. And then as it passed down, and we have shouting today, no one can fly anymore. So when you have an idea, you got to share it. You cannot be like, oh, I'm going to keep my ideas precious and I'm not going to share my knowledge because why? You need to share it, you need to make it better, you need to make it easier for the future generation so maybe our buildings can float. Yeah. And when you do your thing, when you take your first step, and when you make it happen, do not compromise. For me, as a filmmaker, when I see through the screen, I have my actors doing well, I can just like, okay, good take, wrap, that's it, we got a take, let's go back. But if I were to not compromise, I could say like, oh, the background color and the front color is too different and it complement each other if we change this, if we change that. Are we safe here? Basically raining inside. Okay. So don't compromise, just do your best in everything that you do. Don't worry, Tasha. Yeah, so, and be consistent. This is one of the hardest things when you do social media. You have to constantly do, just like real life, just that now everyone has their eyes on you, right? And you have to keep uploading stuff, posting stuff, telling them that, hey, I'm alive, I'm still working, this company is still alive, we are still taking jobs, because if I stop, and then I'll get messages like, hey, you guys close, or hey, let's just not follow this guy anymore because he stopped posting, So this is a very, very sort of a big, huge challenge as a person who runs just on social media. So I have to upload every Monday content, even if I don't get paid or not, right? So at the same time, I've got clients coming in doing offline jobs, so we've got to juggle, and we've got to like, we're going to spend some money, can we feed everyone this month? So there's all this worry, but you got to push through it, just be consistent, don't give up. And last but not least, have fun. Because I can't imagine myself doing what I do today without having fun, if I don't have fun with it, my passion will die, and you won't like what you first like anymore, and then you will just be doing it for money, and yeah, that's not cool, man, right? And things you produce will just not be great at all. So, can social media fill your tummy? Can I find money through social media? Of course you can. You just have to have fun, don't compromise, just ideate better, be open to your ideas, share your ideas, anyone, strangers, get feedback, and yeah. So social media is no longer an option, it's a necessity, okay? Thank you.